He only asked for an expired cake, something people usually throw in the trash. What he didn't know was that the millionaire standing behind him heard every single word, and what happened next changed not just his life, but his daughter's future forever. The small bakery smelled of warm bread and sugar, but Armand barely noticed it. His shirt was worn, his hands rough from long hours of labor, and his eyes carried the exhaustion of a father who had given everything and still felt empty-handed. Today was his daughter Anna's 7th birthday. She had been excited for weeks, drawing little cakes on paper and telling him, "Papa, even a tiny cake makes a birthday happy." Armand had saved a few notes in his pocket, not enough for a real cake. Prices had risen so much that even the smallest cake was far beyond what he could afford. He stood near the counter, silently praying for some miracle. Then his voice, quiet but trembling, escaped him. "Baji, do you have any expired cake? Maybe one that you were going to throw away? It's for my daughter. Today is her birthday." People turned. Some stared. Some judged. Some looked away. The bakery lady hesitated, surprised by the request. Before she could respond, a man standing behind Armand lifted his head. He wore an expensive watch, a business-class suit, and had an aura of someone used to commanding rooms. But right now, he was strangely still, listening closely. Armand continued, trying to hold his dignity. "I don't want a big one. Just something small so she doesn't feel like she has nothing." The man behind him, Saif Malik, a millionaire businessman known for running one of the biggest companies in the city, felt something twist inside him. As a child, he too had celebrated birthdays without cakes, without gifts, without a father to cheer for him. But hearing it from another father, asking for an expired cake for his daughter, felt like a punch to the heart. The bakery lady sighed softly. "By hum expired cheese and nahi deet." But she leaned closer. "Wait a moment." Before she could move, Armand shook his head. "It's okay. I understand. Thank you." And he forced a smile as he turned to leave, his shoulders heavy with defeat. But Saif stepped forward. "Excuse me," he said to the bakery lady. "I'll take the biggest cake you have." Armand paused, confused. Saif turned to him with a gentle smile. "If you don't mind, I'd like to buy your daughter a birthday cake." Armand immediately stepped back. "No, sir, I can't accept that. It's too much." Saif shook his head. "It's not charity. I just want your daughter to smile today." Then, lightly, almost whispering, he added, "No child deserves an empty birthday." Armand looked at him, eyes filling, but still hesitant. "Why would you help me?" Saif didn't answer right away. Memories flashed. A childhood of hunger, loneliness, and forgotten birthdays. "Because once, I was exactly where you are." The bakery lady packed the biggest chocolate cake, decorated beautifully, and handed it over. Armand held the box as if holding something sacred. "Thank you," he whispered, voice breaking. Saif placed a hand on his shoulder. "Go home. Celebrate. Make her day beautiful." Armand nodded and left, unaware that this small act of kindness was only the beginning. The next day, Saif couldn't stop thinking about the little girl. Something inside him felt unsettled, a feeling that wouldn't let him sit quietly. He needed to see if she had smiled. So he asked his driver to trace the bakery location and find the small colony where Armand lived. When Saif finally walked through the narrow streets filled with laundry lines, tiny houses, and children playing barefoot, his expensive shoes seemed out of place. But his heart felt strangely at home. Through a half-open door, he saw her, Anna, a small girl with 2 braids, wearing a faded dress, singing happily as she licked leftover frosting from the cake box. Armand noticed Saif and quickly invited him inside the tiny home with embarrassment. "Sir, you should not have come here. Please." But Saif smiled warmly. "I only came to see if she liked the cake." Anna turned, saw him, and ran forward with bright eyes. "Are you the uncle who gave my birthday cake?" Saif knelt down, taken aback. "Yes, I'm the one." She hugged him tightly. Saif froze, overwhelmed. No one had hugged him like that in years. "Thank you," she whispered. It was the best birthday ever. Armand's eyes softened with gratitude. Sir, I want to repay this in some way. I can do labor, cleaning, anything. Saif raised a hand. You owe me nothing. But if you want to repay me, then let me help you. Armand frowned. Help me? Yes, Saif said. Do you have a job? I lost it last week. The factory closed. Saif nodded. Good. Come to my office tomorrow. I might have a place for you. The next day, Armand walked into Saif's company nervously. Employees stared at him, a poor man in simple clothes. But Saif welcomed him like an honored guest. I need someone honest, committed, and hardworking, Saif said. And yesterday I saw all of that in you. Armand, I want to offer you a full-time job. Armand's breath caught. Me? But sir, I have no degree, no experience for big companies. Saif smiled. I don't want your degree. I want your heart. Armand wiped his tears. I don't know how to thank you. Saif looked out the window, his voice soft. I never had a father who fought for me the way you fought for your daughter yesterday. I respect that. Maybe by helping you, I'm helping the little boy I used to be. Months passed. Armand worked with dedication, earning respect and promotions. Aina now studied in a good school, always carrying cakes and sharing them with classmates, because she remembered a birthday once saved by a stranger. And Saif? He had gained something priceless. A family he never had. A simple question about an expired cake had created a bond no wealth could buy. Kindness doesn't need to be big. Sometimes, even the smallest act becomes the turning point of someone's life.